Alright, so today is leg day. Um, Quads are fine. So, actually, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Um, so I actually decided to take a rest day yesterday because my quads just needed a little bit more recovery. So I was like, if I take a rest day, and I hit legs tomorrow, then I can hit quads as well, and I can destroy quads once again. So I decided to do that, and like I predicted, as of this morning, quads are fine. So now we can hit them with some moderate squeezing shit today and get the pump out. So yeah, that's the plan. So per usual, start off with leg press, uh, bicep more towards our hamstrings, and then after a couple sets here, head over to the iso hamstring curl, kneeling leg curl, whatever you want to call it. Head over to that, do a couple sets. Probably, well, depends on how many I think I need. Because, I mean, I've done 3 before, and that's because usually I have 2 written down, but I'll only do 3 if I feel like I need it. So, like, let's say the leg press just doesn't hit all that good for whatever reason on one of the alternative leg days. For instance, let's say it doesn't hit good today, then I'll probably end up doing 3 over there. And then same thing with the line hamstring curl. But the only difference with that is the most I'll do on that is 2. I usually just do 1. So if I did 3, I'd be probably concerned. As in, the pump wasn't that good, or hamstrings just weren't that great for whatever reason. So um yeah, as far as the whole lift challenge thing goes, so side note here. As far as the whole lift challenge goes, I'm probably just gonna wait till after New Year's to look at that again. And if it still says the same thing that it does now, it just doesn't show up, then we'll just basically forget about it. So yeah. And in light of that, we'll start using straps again so I can actually go heavy on deadlift and not have to worry about grip strength over my actual ass and hamstring strength and whatever else that comes into play there. So, as far as today goes, I kind of already went like halfway through it. So, leg press, then we'll go into hamstrings, which is going to be starting with the iso hamstring curl, and then we'll be out there for lying hamstring curl. If all goes good today, which I'm feeling pretty good, so I'm expecting good feeling today. So I'm expecting 2 sets with a drop set on after the second set on iso hamstring curl. Then we'll go out there. I'm thinking just 1 set with a drop set on lying hamstring curl. And then we'll move into quads. That's gonna start off with alternating single leg hamstring curls. So 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Take it till, like, let's say my starting side reaches failure first, then I'll stop with that. Now, usually I start with my weaker leg, so that way it does reach failure first. But let's say that my weaker leg is stronger and this leg hits failure first, then I just have to, actually, no, I just stop. Because if I'm starting here and then I'm doing this after, then I just have to stop. Or actually, no, I do. That's a lie. I'd actually do self-assisted reps to match up with this side. So, yeah, and then after 3 sets of single leg alternating leg extensions, either do 2 or 1 set of some pressing movement, probably the hack squat, because I actually like doing that for quads. Yeah, I like doing that for quads. This would probably be a good one too. I honestly want to try it out, but at the same time, I don't want to do the same machine again. So, now I'm not saying there's like anything wrong with that. To me, there's not. So, there's also a leg press right here that you can actually do it individually or you can do it at the same time. So, cool thing about that one is that at the top it's like slanted that way, and then at the bottom part of it, the bottom half of it is more like flat. So yeah, that would be good for. That would probably be a good pressing movement. So we'll try shit out, see what happens. Sorry, try stuff out, see what happens. So yeah, other than that, have a good leg day and see what kind of results we get. All right. So overall, it was actually way better than I was expecting it to be. That first set, though, that was a good set, but I'm not sure if you noticed, but I went up in weight only by, because usually I have 5 pounds, so I put a 10, I replaced that 5 with a 10, and it's like, okay. Only thing, only slight problem that I was getting more quad activation than I wanted, but I was still hitting my hamstrings pretty hard. But towards like the end, um, the quad activation was building up, so I was like, they were they were still good sets though. So I mean, I liked it. To me, it was great. Now, The other thing, oh crap. The other thing was that, what was the other thing? I don't even know. Um, Seat and hamstring curls. There we go. Just trying to remember the name. I ended up having to do three. But that was, how it ended though, that was really good. So, line hamstring curls were good. Only thing I should have done different was go one notch later than I went and then do the drop set. But I chose a weight that I had been doing and thought was going to be good, but guess not. So it's whatever. I mean, it still turned out good. So I was like, I'm not going to do another set. I'll just do a drop set and then move on to quads. So that was a good decision. Quads were good. Those, I mean, yeah, the alternating hamstring curls, the alternating leg extensions. Those, yeah, those were actually really good. I decided of rather than doing what I've done in the past, where it's like that last set is, a hit failure on whichever leg, and then I do both of them at the same time, and then I do a drop set with both legs. I decided to not do that just because I just wasn't liking it. I'm gonna say the last time I did it, I was like, next time I'll just do the drop set on each leg by itself. So that was really good. And then going into, almost said hamstring curls, going into hack squat, that was good. It was funny. Well, it wasn't funny, but there was like a good minute or so between the time that I actually started hack squat and the time that I ended the leg extensions, because I had to see what weight I was going to use. So, awesome, bro. Awesome, man. You getting ready to retire? Yeah. You still in the same place? I left the unit. Other than that, yeah. So the first, I lost my train of thought. I was trying to remember where I was. Yeah, there was like a good minute or so between the time that I ended leg extensions and the time I started hack squats, because I had to figure out what weight I was going to use. I mean, I knew I wasn't going to be moving two plates at all. So first thing I threw on was a plate and a 25, and I did not get that knocked out. I was like, oh shit. So I just took the 25 off, threw the plate on. I was like, I did at least 2 or 3 reps. I was like, oh, okay, this is perfect. Now, the other thing was that I did, you can't see it. Well, whatever. I don't feel like moving my phone. So what I did was I put my feet like this, so heels together, then toes slightly out. Matter of fact, I was doing the same thing back when I was doing the heel raised squats. Back when I was doing those, I was doing that exact same thing. I was like, huh. And then, well, I saw Tom Platt's video, and he was saying that that was like one of the ways that he squatted. I was like, I'll have to try that again. And then after like just seeing it one time, I was like, wait a minute, I've done this before. So that whole realization of heel raise squats came back. I was like, oh, okay. So doing them on hack squat, it was interesting because that when I was doing like the feeler reps, I had to separate my feet out more. I wasn't liking it. I was like, not really liking this. Separate my feet out more. Then I did. I was like, oh, okay, I like this now. But I still kind of had my feet more like duck, duck foot, whatever. So yeah. And then when I went for the actual set, I put them back together. When I did that first rep, I was like, oh, okay. But basically, all I had to do was just figure out like where my driving point is in my foot. So I had to make it more like out of the middle and somewhat the ball of my foot rather than my heel. Because if I was doing heels, it would have hit more of my hammies rather than the quads, which I accidentally, when I was going through the reps, I kind of fluctuated between driving points. So sometimes it would be at the ball of my foot, sometimes it would be in the middle, and there was like at least 2 reps where it was from my heels. So I was like, oh crap, gotta fix that. So yeah, most of it though was between the middle and the ball of my foot, which now there was a chance I could have gotten that last rep that I failed on, but it would have just been that last rep. So yeah. But overall, today was great. Today was really, really good. The fact that I went up in weight on a moderate day, it's pretty cool to me, rather than a heavy day. Because when you go heavy and, keeping track of your food and everything, and you're actually, like when you're actually bulking, and you're going heavy, on the heavy days, you're going to see more increase in weight. But when it's more like on moderate day, and you do moderate days more, an increase in weight is honestly almost more cool to see, because to me, it's spread out more seeing that. So now, if you watch Sam's videos, you might be thinking, oh, you just copied that. I mean, yes and no. Because, I mean, what he said is honestly kind of right. Because seeing more reps with a heavier weight that like you couldn't do before, either whether you couldn't do that weight at all or if you can only do that weight for like 5 and now you're doing it for like 10, that's pretty cool. Now, don't get me wrong, I mean, I still think 5 rep matches and 1 rep matches, I still think those are pretty fucking cool, because those are just like straight up more feats of strength than anything. So that's why I have heavy days, is to, I obviously want to increase my strength. So I want to put some heavy days along with more of my pump days, where I'm focusing more on building a muscle rather than just going heavy and trying to gain strength. Now, I do my heavy days though in a way that I'm still going to get a pump rather than straight up like a powerlifting kind of thing, where it's like 5 minutes between each set. So anyway, on that, it was great. So plan now, go home and eat, and then either I'm gonna hit chest later today, so in the evening, to get back on track with normal schedule. It's only 12:17 right now, so yeah, get some good recovery in there, and then come back later, or just come here tomorrow and destroy chest, but it just depends what's going on. So, and that, it was great. And that's all I got for you. So I'll see you either later today for chest, or I'll see you tomorrow for chest. That's going to be that going to be? I don't freaking know. It's going to be, oh, yeah, that's going to be the alternative chest day. I was going through it in my head. I was like, wait, what did I do yesterday for arms? Sorry, not yesterday. 2 days ago for arms. I was like, oh, wait, I did the normal one. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'll either see you later in the evening or tomorrow for the alternative chest day. Well, last thing, depending on how my elbow feels, we might go heavy, we might not. It just depends. Because for me, it's when I break, like, bar to chest, kind of makes it hurt a little bit. So, still got to be wary on that, but overall, it's better. So, we'll see what happens.